What is up, friends? Hello, hello. It's time for some FACEIT League. It's time for Master Division. This is gonna be a banger. This is gonna be a great match. What is up, Jonowich? Jonowich was first here. Here to watch the old squad. Jonowich, of course, got picked up off of this 0907 team to go play on Red's esport, and honestly was one of the strongest pieces of this 0907 squad. But I mean, they still look damn strong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a patch in 2 minutes. The match is supposed to start the moment the patch drops. This always happens. I would imagine they're gonna just burn this clock as much as possible to see if we can get everybody patched and in. But most likely, this will get put on hold. I'm excited to see some Master Division. Oh, I missed the ban. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, there you go. They added one more tank. Ooh, okay. Oh, we've got Booga. We've got Booga on 0907. Yeah. I see that right as Prashy said something. I look up, it's like, oh yeah, there's Booga in. Yeah, this Ereus roster looks nasty. Booga says leaks. I mean, you're about to play. What do you mean leaks? You're literally about to play. I think Ereus, honestly, I mean, as crazy as the two rosters are that, you know, are above the tier break here, those two firmly on top of the power rankings, like, I mean, it just makes sense. But Ereus as a squad can absolutely kind of bust above that ceiling. I think this team has a lot of potential. I effed up this team very highly. I'm very excited to see both of these teams, as a matter of fact. And hey, you know what? Now we can add, let's go ahead and add Booga. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Match has been pushed back 15 minutes. Interesting how this 0907 roster kind of refined itself. I think GCB coming in is gonna be a great addition. I've heard good things. So I mean, you know, good main support, you know, really, you know, can kind of lock it, can be the glue that brings everything together, that locks everything together. And I think GCB can very much be that kind of a player. At least from what I've heard. At least from what I've heard. Ocean doesn't throw compliments around lightly. That's not something, you know, he's a damn good manager, has a really good eye for players and talent, and spoke very highly of GCB. Oh, Street Fighter update. All right. We got some Street Fighter update. Stuff to look forward to. Okay, we do have an Oasis pick. And from Ereus here from map 1. We are in VC with teammates. They're singing French songs at blinding loudness. Hey, you know, every team's got to have their routine. You know, you got to have your thing that pulls it together. Stop typing and clock in, says Jacob. Perhaps meant to lock in, but either way. All right, Oasis area starting off on the attack. Everybody's kind of getting their things figured out, getting situated. Patch day is always fun. Patch day always just brings with it a little chaos. Lucio ban in from Ereus. So here you go. Thank you for the follow, Iris. We're getting into Oasis here for map 1. We do have quite a few changes that have dropped with this patch that just hit. Life Weaver and a Yari. Oh, the range increased on Yari's heal beam. That's actually huge. I play a lot of a Yari. That is actually huge. MOXO, thank you for the follow. I was not a big, Stadium's not for me either. I think it's just for different people. Well, you know what? You know, it's kind of just people who enjoy traditional Overwatch. I think you're just going to enjoy traditional Overwatch, and I'm one of those people. I'm kind of an Overwatch purist, I will say. I'm a big 5v5 enjoyer, but I also like playing what we're watching. We're watching these awesome two teams playing 5v5. That's what I want to play. Lars popping off on the Zarya. Another one of my favorite heroes. We were talking about just how Lars is going to be a force to be reckoned with here in the Master Division this season. And an explosive start with the debut of the division here for Season 5. Another interesting matchup. Conde, one of the... Ooh, just as I was talking about him, he's going to get the double tap onto ICAV. There's another one. Ooh. I think Ping must have gotten a Suzu down on that one. You can see the Suzu no longer available. Jesper Swag having to bail up to the top. Gets hit from Conde's bolts and immediately drops. That Suzu gone. There's nothing left. Pingu, fortunate. Frame perfect swift step to avoid the explosion there from Conde. But Conde already has a bolo shot ready to go. Hey, ICAV at least making a statement in that duel. You know, had to come back and at least make some sort of, you know, put a word in to that. Cloudy buff, it's over for GT3. Massive Freya head nerf. Oh my god, finally unplayable. Yeah, that half-second difference, man. That half seconds. Bolo shot thrown in. Two Pingos Kitsune and rush. Grab from Lars is going to be huge. That's good enough for 3, you betcha. Very aggressive Ray taking. Oh man, we are in for one here. I love how fast and furious Ereus play their fights. Wait, we're gonna have to be quick on the setup here. Okay, we're gonna get a rotation through hallway. So Jesper Swag is a bit lonely out here in the middle. Oh, Buga did kind of step out. Watch for Jesper Swag to pop out with this tectonic shot. Oh, gets blocked by the wall. Still gonna go ahead and pop the ultimate. Got the bubble. Dashing back out. Double dashing again to try to escape trouble. Goes right back into the orbital ray. Thrown in from Daki. Not a great idea. Gonna get popped. Muga had extra damage, not to mention all the sustain in the world. Blizzard thrown down. Bubble available from Lars, so they're able to stay, you know, nice and thawed out. But same can't be said for Texal. Still looks like good job here from Ereus to clean this one up. And they will take Gardens to kick off this series. Kick off Master Division here in general. What an explosive opening. Oh, you're right. That was a Winston ban. I'm sorry. I did not put in the second ban. I was looking at patch notes. You are 100% correct. I am so sorry. That was a Winston ban. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm on delay, so it won't get fixed until next round, but you are 100% correct. Good eye, good eye.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
We've seen changes here. Not really. I mean, you still got the Venture Zarya line. I like how Lars just like momentarily looked up in space, like, where did that go? That's just a funny moment. Pingu gets caught. Lars is gonna get run down, and this time it's 0907 who get hyper aggressive in the first fight. Immediately charge into the back line of Ereus to grab first cap. I actually do like the Zarya in theory against, I mean, just how strong Freya has been. And Jesper Shack's approach, the Venture really gives us to where, ooh, that is going to be an early bolo shot. Holy cow. Catching Ereus a little flat-footed on that one. Man, I had the ult charge in front of me and didn't expect that one. Anyway, back to what I was saying, though. Despite it not working out, and we're going to see Jesper Shack actually swap, I can see the vision behind the Venture, the Venture Zarya going into the Freya comp. I kept still just opting for the Sojourn in this duel. Oop, gotta clip the side of the wall there. It's okay, it's okay. Nobody saw that. We didn't get that one on stream. We were totally watching somebody else's pop. Booga's gonna pop into this form, just anchoring on this point. I feel like Booga's just been the king that nobody's able to get close to, fully protected by all the bodyguards. Has that extra annihilation, so 600 armor available. Is gonna pop every single piece of it. Tried to chase down Jesper Swag, but able to duck out. Somehow catches Pingu with that vortex? What was the vision of that vortex? Toss that vortex off to the left, just like, wah! Catches the Kiriko while maintaining the chase and the pursuit onto Lars and ICAV. My goodness, King Booga takes over here in round 2. Freya Band is playing Freya. Hey, you know, you get some skunk moments around here, all right? They just happen. You know, they just happen. I got an approach from 0907 hallway, taken over by Lars and the rest of Ereus. As I say that, Lars is like, wait, let me go get into that hallway. Let's not make a liar out of Mr. Volskunk. Jesper Swag in a bit deep. Trying to find solace, has to use the underground drill dash. Just gonna move back in this corner. Knows Booga is moving in up close and personal. It's kind of separated Lars from the rest of the pack. Lars is in a bad spot. Jesper Swag's the one that actually gets caught. First cap, more aggression out of 0907 is Ereus has just kind of got stalled out, dono walled here at the line, not able to really find entrance into any part. We saw 0907 start on the high ground and just slowly work their way over across the point towards the hallway, evicted Ereus off the entirety of this section. Really kind of doing what they will here with the map. All right, so we get ICAV into the Cassidy. Been waiting for this one. I feel like this is when I see ICAV pop off. When I think of ICAV, I think of the Cassidy. All right, as I say that, you missed a couple shots to the head. So, all right, you got time to get locked in. Maybe not quite warm. There's a big red X. That'll get the dopamine flowing, and ICAV's gonna find Turbo Smooths out of the back line. Booga's gonna pop an annihilation down 1, and immediately trades out 2 for 1. 4v3, favoring 0907, turning the corner with the Nemesis form, forcing the swift step out of Pingu. That was not Pingu's pop. I'll hit the right F key eventually. Agapito, thank you for the follow. All right. Jesper Swag now making a change. Rush in for Lars. Kitsune rush, and Zarya's like peanut butter and jelly. Good body block on to Booga. This is like, you know, you have infinite bubbles and incredible tick rate on that beam. Jesper Swag moving in to help take over this high ground. Lars tossing right clicks up there. Jesper Swag, I don't know if quite fumbled that or just like changed their mind at the last moment. There was a drop down as soon as Jesper Swag tried to make the rotation. Anyway, everybody jumps on point where ICAV and Lars clean up. We get percentage for the first time here from Ereus. Moves a couple of notches into the enemy territory with the pulse bomb in the pocket. Lars is fully aware. Oh, Conde cleans the skies. You think with a projectile, the far can be harder to hit. Orbital ray up should be able to protect him through that, and ICAV just pops Conde. That is a solo dead eye. Said, get out of my face. Booga though, King Booga is still on this point. And now has an annihilation once again here to take over. Player advantage already for 0907. It's just going to be clean up here as the yellow bars procced up top. I don't think it's going to last long. 0907 will open up with a map 1 victory here to kick off Master Division. It's wild seeing Booga and not seeing Gas T3. I will say, like, there's twice throughout that map, just calling Booga's name, I wanted to say Gas T3. Oh, that's right. We're on patch notes here. We'll go back to the match page. How about some music? That is also not our match page. That is Gas T3. Speaking of. That was a little serendipitous. Ramatra Bad, King's Row pick, coming in from Ereus. They are staying on the attack. Quickly getting reminded of just how awesome this match is going to be. Let's go take a look at some stats. Get out of there, ads. Well, I want to see our stats. Why are you blocking our stats? Stop it. There we go. Now we can see stats. King Bo got 32 and 4. Highest D limbs, fewest deaths, most damage. What more could you ask for? I'm actually gonna, while I'm thinking about it, okay. Prashy, double it down. Prashy, you're gonna put Stream Elements out of a job here. All right, we're still getting lineups finalized here for map 2. There it is. It's gonna be the Venture band. Very targeted band. They're out of 907. Oh, the Street Fighter bundle. I can't wait to delve into that, to be honest. But going into King's Row, this is actually an interesting band. Is that me? Shiffin drops the HBD. Hey, thank you. It is my birthday week. It's my birthday. It's not Prashy's birthday. It's my birthday. Let's get in King's Row. As I was talking about though, so you're gonna just, you ban the Venture. I feel like we're just gonna see Turbo Smooth play the Vara. Vara is so viable here. It is genuinely my birthday on Friday. I turned 732. Tell Brad to get a new PC. Aww. Oh my god, did you mean me? Did you mean me? Aww. I'm fantastic. Love watching y'all play.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers.
All of y'all. I love watching all y'all play. This is, I mean, every day I get to cast these 10 players. Oh, it's a great day. Any day I get to cast these 10 players, it's a great day. Let's go. Back into the ICAV cast. Well, I said Turbos Move and I meant Sleek. We ended up getting Sleek coming in because of the Venture Ban is what happened there. Yeah, it's okay. It's been a fumbly kind of day for me, y'all. I'm sorry. Apparently, I am struggling to lock in, and I feel bad. But, you know who's not struggling to lock in? Ereus. At least not on that attack. That was a one and done, and ICAV showing up big time on the cast. 92%. How'd you do in that first fight? 3-0, 18k damage there in that first fight. Did as much damage as Boog on the other side in the Arisa, who also has an ultimate ready to go, by the way. Cavalli headshots. Keeping Lars and ICAV. Ooh. Lars back it up. I don't think it does have one more bolt. Great bubble management on that, actually. They just felt like they had infinite bubbles. Oh, but still, they didn't have enough. It was not infinite. Booger counted them. Knew exactly how many you had. D&D birthday session? That is kind of tradition. I don't think I have time to get prepped for this week, though. But that is kind of our tradition, isn't it? Okay, with a little high ground. He's got a drop to help clean up the back line. Ooh, nice little slingshot there. Ooh, 907 is going to push right back forward. Booga mowed down Cav. Grav is going to find 3, though. Rally pop to help survive it, but it's not enough to save Booga. What a smart play out of Lars. Down in the fight. Still has Conde kind of threatening from above, but that Bolo pulls it right together. Rally up from Pingu's not gonna save. Wait, it is gonna save. It is gonna save. Pingu saves. What a wild sequence of events. What a grab. What a play, what a grab. Out of Lars. Still gonna take one more to get it across the line. See, there's been some pressure in here from Conde. Where's Conde threatening from up above? Turbo Smooth does get popped. So the Turbo Smooth had been playing down an alley. And we kept seeing heads turn. And it looked like Ereus were struggling to find all the angles. Although ICAP's Deadeye takes care of Booga amidst that Terror Surge. You don't expect to see the Terror Surge countered by a Deadeye. I did not have that on my bingo card. Katos, thank you for the sub. 6 months in a row, or 6 months in general. I really appreciate it, though. Alba, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oh! We saw the profile of Voga just impaling Sleek to the wall. Lars does have another grab coming into this, and both grabs have been enormous so far. It's going to be the trigger pull first. The tempo here from 0907. Ereus trying to back away. The drive grab to top, but Booga's finding Sleek, and there's not enough follow-up after that. Ooh, major deja vu moment there in that play. I don't know why. Wow, that was weird. And that was really kind of the last weapon Ereus had to push around this corner. Now you're running into just so much damage and sustain. Yeah, but still 0907 are backing away. I feel like this is a bait. Oh my goodness, there it is! Conde pops in from the hole! What a play! Oh my goodness. I was looking at this going, there's no way. There's no way 0907 are just giving up this space. This looks like a total bait. And Conde just pops up out of the ground. That was insane. That was so damn cool. Damn it, I love this division. Terror Surge now throw it in from Booga. It's gonna completely divide Ereus. ICAP just running out looking for trades amidst all of this. Leaka's actually able to find one. Ereus trying to just make it chaotic here and see if they can make it difficult. And, I mean, Sleek gets one, but that's not gonna be enough to dissuade the corner hold. Kind of jumping down off the high ground control. Cav with another dead eye will not get this crazy kill on this one. Got interrupted, but Lars has a grab into the point. Rally in from GCB to try to help survive it, and it's 2-for-1 trades favoring 0907. Lars looking like they're in a bit of trouble now as the rest of the team had moved on to the point. Lars gets kind of bullied around, and it's another hold here with 70 seconds left to go. Terror Surge, be a good place to throw pulls. Oh, man, I don't even need it. Texel's able to fend off the Tracer with some decent torpedoes, and Sleek follows up. Ends up 3-3 here on this point. We did see Lars make a swap into their own Orisa for the Electro Sustained. I mean, Zarya's fun, and Zarya puts out a truckload of damage, but has your, I guess, tied for second lowest health in the game, or tied for third lowest health in the game, something like that. It's like JQ, Doomfist, and Zarya all have super, super low health for tanks. I think there's only 25 points separating them. Good job here from Lars using this extra sustain. Has kind of corralled the defense into the corner, but Turbo Smooth and Conde are able to clean up that left flank, and it opens up room for the DPS to kind of surround. And, well, 54.67 meters is all Ereus is going to get. The aggressive Zarya comp worked well in point A. A little bit less so in point B, but still able to get it done, particularly with that great grab on the bookstore. That bookstore fight was clutch. That was pivotal. But couldn't get past the narrow pathway in to the forge here. That ambush play was one of the coolest plays I have seen all season long. That may be one of the coolest plays I have ever seen in FACEIT League. That was so awesome. It was like, I mean, you don't get like real set plays like that very often, where it felt like they drew that up on a whiteboard, you know, with markers and X's and O's and dots and lines. That was just so cool. Pure Irish comes in and says, GCB the GOAT. Hey, greatness recognizing greatness.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers in
Kind of actually, I think just scouting with the Widowmaker. It's kind of interesting how that's evolved. Where you don't even take the shot anymore. Like it's more advantageous just to switch to the Freya for that opening shot, not even waste the time with the Widowmaker, but still kind of scout the position. We have Wintons. We also have Blanco Winton. Booga already has the Blanco Winton. And I love it. I love it so much. No shot, Janowicz. It's just different. Oh, Boogo's gonna get stopped on this quarter, though. The nicely timed nano boost saved Lars from that bolt. Or Nars. The bubble to try to save from the bolo shot, and a good nade from Texall actually succeeds in doing so. Oh, Lars is in a bit of trouble here, though. Booga's going to cut down the sustain. Manages to pick up the Winton as well. Really nice timing from Booga on that engage. Kind of able to work through all the sustain, work through all the cooldowns. All Lars had was a bubble left at the very end. Kitsune Rush here from 0907. They're going to go ahead and invest the sound barrier as well. Pingu pushes out and alongside this Primal Rage trying to hold the line, but Pingu's down. Rally's gone. 81 health for Lars doesn't last long, and this is going to be a 5-minute time bank going into the Forge. Kanye with high ground control. Okay, it is forced back. I can't swap it to a Widowmaker. Make sure Kanye has to respect it. Can't just sit up there and free fire. You can see a little Venom Mine, Scout Turbo Smooth's flank. Recognizing Lars could be in a difficult spot. Here comes a little bit of follow-up from the rest of 907. Nano boost thrown into Lars. They're kind of trying to bait everybody in. Sleek throws in a pulse and leads this as well. Conde at 1 health, hiding behind the bubble. It's Lars who actually finds that finish. GCB the goat of my avoid list? Oh my goodness. Sticks, thank you for the follow. How did you get quaked on from GCB? I mean, I realize you're probably memeing, but I'm just like that. Okay. I just didn't know. I don't see the vision on that one. Apparently, the high ground Kitsune Rush was not where it was at either here. Although I say that. Okay, no. I mean, Turbo Smooth is able to trade out Pingu. But that's not going to matter in the end. It is a full reset. That 5-minute time bank now, the 90 seconds slimmer. Let's say everything's slowed to a halt. It's like, oh yeah, we did have sights come out.
How ungrateful.
Kind of looking for the high ground, looking for Sleek on the other side. Won't find it. Sound barrier message from GCB is Lars. Primal, Nano, looking a little lonely. Fell back into the hidey hole once the Nano fell. What? Ooh, Pingu. Able to clear the back line with a nice whip shot, and Lars. Good final blows on the front. Another big hold from the defense. They're starting to believe. Boogle Problem off of the high ground, goes into the back line. Needs to sleep out of Texel. Turbo Smooth still makes it back into that hallway, and waking up from the sleep, Booga moves in to find ICAP. 3 to 4 rally popped in by Pingu, and it quickly gets taken down. Conde now has plenty of room to free fire into this rounding the final corner. 0907 have sight set on match point. That direct lands on the Sleek, very low on health. Booga will get the run down. Nobody left to stop this cart. 0907 take King's Row. Move up to 2-0 in the series. Yes! You even get the Blanca victory pose. That's amazing. Oh, the backflips. He's got the monkey spin. It's so good. It's so good. Let's get that point on the board for 0907. Dude, I'm enjoying this collab more, like just more and more. It's just staring at the page. Unfortunately, the whole bundle is $99 USD. Is this the most expensive bundle they've released yet? I mean, granted, it is 8 skins. It is also the biggest bundle as far as the amount of content. Oh, I didn't see first ban. Oh, I totally forgot about doing Preds for y'all. I am so sorry. I totally forgot about Preds. Here, y'all can have some Preds for this next map. Why not? I could have sworn I put Preds in earlier. Oh, there was some sort of error. Oh, they errored out. Oh, well. What? Yeah, the Preds are erroring out. That's what happened. Okay, no wonder. All right. Well, we're just going to have to go without Preds today. It's fine. Let's go look at some stats there from that map, too. Lars actually leading the server in damage, 21k. God. It wasn't even a particularly long King's Row either. Oh, the reverse sweep is definitely still on the cards. I mean, obviously a much closer map on map 2 than we saw on map 1. At least as far as stats go. Right, 07 looking quite dominant there in map 1. But map 2, it was way close. Very, very close. All right. We're headed into Runasapi here for map 3. It was JQ in a break ban. So it'll be 0907 banning out the JQ. I will verify, but I'm fairly confident. Yeah. I mean, like I said, that made sense. We've seen the Lars Junker Queen before. We know Lars is pretty proficient with that hero, so. And we know Junker Queen is very, very good on Runasapi. And then I'm gonna get that brick band plugged in from Ereus. And we'll get it in map 3. Oh,
5, 4, 3,
I mean,
1.
technically,
Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
oh, wait, we've had Volta come in. Okay, so Volta summon in, go into the jazzy sounds of Volta. Yeah, this is very clearly going into the Lucio Curie. I can't stick it with the go back into the soldier in this matchup. Honestly, kind of surprised. I mean, I guess you need that extra mobility here. No, I'm not surprised. Over the Cassidy. So the Cassidy could probably put more consistent hurt onto the Winston, but doesn't have the same mobility to escape these fast-paced comps. Lars is going to get the jump in to finish off Ruda. Kind of trying to hide up the air, looking for a trade, but as a giant Winston chase him down, ooh, ends up being the death of the Winston. Lars biting off more than they can chew there. Things get a bit messy here in the back of this first fight. It's the jazzy headshots of Volta. GCB, speaking of Lucio's, at 1 health back here. I will say that, you know, technically, the Seraphim 2 had a bigger bundle with 10 skins, but 5 of them are recolors. They were not 10 original skins. Whereas the Street Fighter bundle is 8 original skins. So, it's arguable. It's arguable. Volta with 10% lead on this soundbar. He's going to go ahead and invest it in. ICAF comes jumping in to put some damage in onto the tank. Ends up going back to help finish off Turbo Smooth. Before turning guns back on to Booga. We're going to get another very clean fight here. I say another. Really the first clean fight of the map. But another fight win from Ereus, I think is what I was originally going to say. But that one, flawless. No casualties there. This is going to allow Ereus to push forward. You see Lars at least doing a little bit of scouting up in that window. Looks like Texel already set up for a great angle on that Kitsune rush. We will get the match from Ducky on the other side. Conde throwing in. Never mind. Conde gets pulsed out of the bolo. Sleek, how the hell did you manage that one? That's like pulsing a far out of barrage. Like, you just don't see that. That is checkpoint and more picked up here from Ereus. Rumors of their demise have been greatly exaggerated. Volta did eat a direct, but just backs up around the corner. GCB. Let's say, is still holding on to that first sound barrier, but a good bubble out of Lars means only 3 people actually get it. Still, Texel's going to get chased down.
Next.
But Volta coming up with their second sound barrier here. ICAV muscled down by Conde. Conde's been pretty damn outstanding on this Freya here today. Is constantly a threat. Wherever they are positioned, wherever they are in the fight, as far as, you know, how many heroes are left. This is going to put that bolo down. You get Lars' Primal Rage out because of it. They drop Primal to try to avoid that damage. Jumps in, finds the kill on Conde, wins out the ultimate trade. I will say the Primal Rage, I think, a far more valuable ult to get out. So as far as economy goes, that favored Conde. Concerning Rush now tossed in. You hear from 0907. Texel had the response. Volta had that sound barrier. And that significant lead over GCB, you know, showing its head there. Showing its value there in that fight. And this is going to be close spawns re-picked up. Salty Brit, thank you for the follow. I can't fight in GCB. We'll then take down Booga with the back half of the overclock. Ereus looking clean. This is approaching the final archway. Ereus look control all the way back down. You do have Turbo Smooth that has worked all the way around. Yeah, has worked around with this pulse. Watch for GCB's sound barrier into this fight. Still plenty of time, and we've seen these kind of swing backs on Runasapi before. So by no means have Ereus got this thing sealed. It's not over until you see that big yellow ring of victory. There's that sound barrier in from 0907. Ends up still being a 2-for-1 trade favoring Ereus even after the songs of shielding fade. GCB gets punched out of the sky. TS1 continues to march forward. Interesting duel going on in the back line. Daki not able to escape from back there. Looking like they tried to switch step. Got taken down in the final moments. And Ereus are on track to get a completion here on Runasapi. Lars finding Booga, who had the Primal Rage, by the way. Booga does return in this fight. Kana's going to come up with kills. We're not quite done here. Kaname looking, I mean, almost dead even between the two. We're going to get Kitsune rushes here to start it off. Here, let's go to some Kande Pava amidst this Kitsune. Ooh, we do also have a Booga Primal Rage. Able to find Akav out of the back line. Lars answering with the second Primal Rage. I was worried Volta tried to throw down that sound barrier for a moment. We heard that Lucio voice line, but I think that came from GCP. So Volta holds on to that sound barrier. It was like the voice line from GCB cut off right as I saw Volta's icon in the kill feed. You know, like it was one of those things where it's just serendipitous. I'm like, oh, okay, they're good. Still got that ultimate for this fight. Which after, like I said, you know, it was a pretty neutral, pretty even, I mean, economy. Going into the previous fight, definite advantage here for Ereus now. As they hold on to, well, I was going to say 2 ultimates. Sound barrier forced to be used in a 4v5 with Turbo Smooth finding that opening pick. Conde with a sliding out overclock, and, well, Ereus still come out on top. The sound barrier ends up being a huge difference maker despite missing Sleek into that fight. Now it's going the other direction, though, as GCB has built up one of their own. TC1 also going the other direction, so I guess that was a double entendre. Akav with the overclock and long sightlines to work with here at the top of this street. Keeping an eye on Turbo Smooth. Recall use, pulse out, and it's Sleek who finds the pick the other way around. GCB will have to take that sound barrier back to the respawn with him. Texall with a nice catch on to Turbo Smooth. Give you some Texall Pov. We haven't got nearly enough Texall Pov here. Push doesn't start until the 3rd minute. Yeah, until there's like 3 minutes remaining. I kind of agree with that. Actually, like there's a certain amount. I mean, obviously, like we still have a monstrous lead here for Ereus, but like there is a certain amount of truth to that. Push really doesn't begin until the last 3 minutes of the map. I like that statement a lot, actually. Consider rush thrown in, well timed as Booga, jumped in, but now Booga popping the Primal Rage inside, leaving the effects of that Kitsune rush. I'll put together a decent call here in a minute. It's gonna happen. Y'all just wait. GCB's late on the sound barrier. Oh, and that could just be disastrous for the map. With 34 seconds left to go, that is a huge investment of that sound barrier to not save Booga. Now, it will come up as a fight when Booga's going to come back on the wrecking ball. But it's a long cleanup, and basically Sunbear used to stall long enough to get Booga back in the fight. Which means you have nothing to try to make up this 111-meter deficit. And 5, count 'em, 5 check marks on the other side. Starting with ICAV. Beat down from Volta's gonna find 4. Sleek picked up Tunde with that pulse bomb and a beautiful shot. Finds Turbo Smooth. Ereus clean up in Runasapi. A very one-sided map. Get that goose egg off the board. God, they sell half the bundle for $59. Like $59 for 4 characters, and they separate the tanks. Why would you separate? That is calculated. That is calculated. Where they have like a DPS, a tank, and a support in each bundle. It's like if you're a tank player who I placed a lot of Sigma and Winston. Can't get them both in the same little bundle. Ah! All right, 0907 get map pick for the first time today. I'm gonna check out this WPG. Ereus choosing to start on the defense here. So we'll get those side swapped for you. And it's gonna be a Winton ban out of 0907. It's the story of no Winton. All right, look at some stats there from after. Looking as one-sided as the eye test showed in Runasapi itself. Looking as one-sided on the stat card as it looked in-game. 30 and 5 there for Lars. Texall actually with fewest deaths in the carry. But most elims, most damage going to Lars. Immediately prompting a Winton ban. And you can see how much Lars has been targeted in 2 of the 3 bans so far from 0907. The other being a Venture ban. Okay, so we do get Pingu coming back in. And it's a Freya ban from Ereus. $46 copies says I read the script. It'll be a reverse sweep. Let me see if Preds will work for you now.
Arriving at Watchpoint, Gibraltar. Initiate your launch.
Yeah, there's still some error creating Pred. Somehow my Preds have glitched out. I'm sorry, y'all. I love it when the song ends right as the map music kicks in. So good, so good. Let's get into WPG.
Ready for battle.
Am I outside the bounds? I am outside the bounds. Let's go. is it? Bright orange Widowmaker.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
I actually meant to go to ICAP's pop. It's all right. We'll just check out our widows here in the beginning. That was totally intentional. Calculated. All right. With Winston banned out, both of our tanks rocking the diva, as anticipated. Nothing weird here. Honestly, your high aggressive dive tanks, I mean, your Doom and your Wrecking Ball are so hard to play. I mean, we still get the Freya ban, so I mean, I guess it's theoretically possible. But they're just very difficult to play right now. So, with the Winston ban, Diva is kind of the only option really left. Ah, that was supposed to be Conde Palm, and I hit GCB. I knew you were going to hit that too. I saw it. I just saw it the way Conde lined that up. Who also has the Street Fighter skin here, by the way. I always want to call her Cassie, but that Cassie is Mortal Kombat. I can totally unk y'all right now just on Street Fighter. Street Fighter is such an OG title. Like, it is such an incredible OG title. I played Street Fighter on arcade boxes, y'all. Like, that is, I mean, that is one of the, like, most realist titles of all time, as far as just the gaming and the history of gaming. The oldest gamers on the planet, yes, me, have very fond memories of Street Fighter. I will say that I think they kind of missed not having an Akuma skin. Anyway, all right, we're going to lock in here. Lots of ults available. Sleek is going to get a high ground stick on a GCB and make sure one of those ults is off the table for 0907. Oh, I know. Overwatch maps are just so incredibly pretty. Okay, I couldn't agree more. Oh, careful. I was like, Tech's not looking for an ambush up here. I was wondering what was going on. This is going to be the rally out of Pingu as well as a nano boost thrown onto Lars. Orbital Ray thrown into the middle of all that, though, and GCB has a rally of their own to batter down Pingu with. That was some tidy Overwatch with 4 support ults thrown into that Mega Roo. Ends up working out in 0907's favor. Yeah, Texel's up here to help out. I was going to say that could have actually been a really dangerous move for Boga. I don't know if they clocked both supports for sitting up top. Could have very easily gotten caught there. Ooh. Lars trying to make an aggressive move into Mega Rome. Barely gets in time to drop the self-destruct. Meanwhile, bit of trouble up top for ICAV. Dropping down, gets the test with half a meter left to go. Has to sacrifice themselves to do it. ICAV now here trying to hold down the point. Look at Pingu kind of stuck off at the side. See Turbo Smooth following with the pulse in hand. Get some help out of GCB. And it's going to be enough to kind of start the dominoes falling. It's going to be another cap here. 4 minutes in the bank. I was about to say, that was a late stagger. I saw somebody blue fly through my screen. Lars goes back into the iconic Zarya. Sidestep from my calf. Putting pot shots down out of this doorway. Ooh. GCB turned at a dangerous moment there. I mean, their head just barely stayed in cover while the shield was kind of sticking out through the door frame. Slink picks up 2, cleaning off this high ground with a little help from those Infocytes. An underutilized power. It's easy to forget just how much a Tracer is buffed by knowing exactly where everybody is. I know about Minesweeper. Are you kidding? 46 Kelpie? I know about Minesweeper. I'm damn good at Minesweeper. It's been many years since I played it. But I was damn good at Minesweeper. I was always good at those kind of games. Hey, you know, you get part of the neurodivergent gift, all right? You're good at stupid little games like that. I'm also good at Sudoku, but whatever. Very broken attack out of 0907 on that one. Conde, though? What? Sneaks in one with the pseudo Cassie. I know her name's not Cassie. Raxi Anderkadi. That was a mouthful. I appreciate the follow. I don't know who Dukesa is, but they want to stream together. They seem to have one viewer. This time bank now whittled down to 2. 2-minute warning, an important mark. You take a look at our economy, and it's looking good here for the defense, I gotta say. Cav with a brilliant shot. Both sides pop simultaneously. Let's see if the Widows are gonna dare peek each other. Oh, you bet it. You know they are. High behind the brick shield. That's a headshot, but it wasn't fully charged. Oh, just a shot in the ankle. An arrow to the knee would have done Conde in there. Another body shot lands. ICAP is winning this duel. That is 2-0 as far as shots landed. And Conde kind of backs away from that duel. Meanwhile, Booga's going to pop the Nemesis Swarm. We're getting a big fight here on the front corner with an orbital ray top stint from the defense. And ICAP landing a shot onto Turbo Smooth. Grab thrown in. Gargantuan. Lars. Every time Lars has grab, it is just a fight win, it feels like, for Ereus. Thank you, Athena. Less than a minute to go. We're getting swaps, most notably the Sombra. We're getting a swap. Actually, Conde swaps too. Conde was on the Widowmaker. Oh, please tell me ICAV hits this. I was gonna say, ICAV has been in such a state, I feel like they were just about to turn in headshot the Sombra. Like, that's just, I was just expecting it at this point. Try to pressure Lars, Annihilation in. Pingu drops the rally, and is so far able to fend it off, but back now against the wall, they have to shield bash towards the spawn, and everybody does in fact just step in. But Sleek is able to clean up, open up a little room for this defense to work in these final seconds. Landing a pulse bomb, Sleek finds 2 more as Kiev picks up 1, and the cart gets stopped quite shy. We see 15-player kill streak there for Sleek on the Tracer. So it started off the map 1 and 3, and then goes in and just puts up 15 in a row.
Initiating match.
Nice turnaround there from Sleek. I didn't put the camera into a wall. I don't know what you're talking about. Look how close Lars and Booga are. 3 deaths each, 2 higher elims for Booga. About 1,000 more damage, 1,300 more damage for Lars. So close.
Ready for battle.
Can we have a Tetris battle? Only if you want to lose, Maddie. Only if you want to lose. I was playing Tetris back when it was in black and green on a Game Boy. And I'm talking super hardest level. I was very proud of it. I beat that. Like, turn it up at whatever, level 9, where they were just flying down at you right out of the gate. Oh, yeah. All those old school games, like... I grit my teeth on all of that hard shit. On the most unforgiving games that you could possibly imagine. No. I liked the vision, but Booga had enough sustain to just outlive the... that was just all haymakers, nobody blocking kind of fight. That was just two heavyweights run in and see who's got the stronger chin. Booga with that 700 health and enormous amount of armor, able to outlast. Lars will make a swap over into the hazard. That's gross. It's like, well, we're just gonna go through this little den. No doorway for you. Lars was just like back there trying to play spy. Was like, no, don't look at me. I'm one of y'all. I'm in a red outline. Totally in a red outline. One of these days, I'm gonna get a stream deck, and I'll still hit the wrong pobs. But, you know, I'll be hitting the wrong pobs on a bigger button. We'll check it on Sleek up there. Yeah, wait, give me some Sleek pop! Pulse! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Gotta love it. That was nasty. So was that shot out of Conde, though. Picking up Texel on the back, I mean, Lars doesn't have the sustain, and his greater performances we've seen out of Sleek here, escaping with literally 3 health. This attack has been stopped. Conde wins another one here. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare peek that Texel. Play with fire. Texel straight playing with fire. I think Lars' downpour got blocked by the rallying GCB, but Pingu has an ultimate. Although with the rally kind of pales in comparison to that orbital ray coming in from over the top. It gets a little messy up here. ICAV's able to find Daki through the chaos. Honestly, surprised that Booga's able to get back in mech. It's getting surreal. Thank you for the follow. Prashy drops the question mark. For cereal. Woo. Good pick on the Daki. Booga really needed that extra healing. Whoa, hey. Sorry. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a hazard buff, I will say. Downpour will catch Ducky in the back. Nicely done. Actually, what a downpour. We were able to find Booga as well outside of the shuttle. That ended up being a high value ultimate there out of Lars. Yeah, the vault is quicker and what, and you get more, what was the other? The ledge climb. Yeah, the vault's definitely much quicker. Oh, the life steal from the spike guard. Yeah, I was noticing that as well. So you're getting a little bit more sustain on the hazard as well in the middle of those fights. Finger gets popped. Oh, Texel just flew right into that one. 2 headshots, 2 supports dead. Oh, you're gonna get the... Almost found Sleek. Almost found Sleek. Still tons of time in the bank here for Ereus. Force this map 5. Obviously the box of victory. I mean, one fight away. One fight away. There's the sights. Texel drops an orbital array right over the corner. Lars is going in deep. Rally pop from Pingu as well. And that is just going to be a map 5 right there. I mean, barring a 5-player self-destruct. Sleek denies Booga even getting back in mech. We do have a momentary stall here from Turbo Smooth. But that should just be a map 5. Conde will not make it back. And this is how you kick off Master Division. Match is not being played. Map 4 is done. Map 4 is done. Refresh. Refresh. Okay. So 907 get pick. And they can choose between anything that has not been played. So Busan, Ilios, Circuit, Dorado. Any of these 4. All available. It was Suravasa that they chose from. This patch is super interesting, but also really boring at the same time. I mean, I just barely got a chance to do kind of a flash preview, just kind of run down the patch super quick. I'm honestly surprised that Freya didn't get more of a nerf. Like, yeah, I haven't even gone over the stadium changes. Although I'm not a big stadium enjoyer just yet, at least. Tracer ban out of 0907. Look at some stats there from map 4 while I go plug that ban in. I think maybe it just takes some time for me to kind of learn stadium. I think I'm just such an Overwatch purist. Oh, wait, which side? 0907 is attacking. They're going after Slate. So we saw Just for Swag subbed out when the Venture got banned out. And I believe it's been Sleek ever since. It has indeed. Ereus will stick with Sleek here in map 5. Heading into Suravasa, the Juno banned out from Ereus. Can you smell that? Smelling a lot like a reverse sweep. Hey. It is down to one last map. That is for sure. That is for sure. Ereus with some momentum as well. Juju. I smell comeback season. Uh-oh. Lars says I'm not loading in. Oh, okay. We're good. Lars is good. Phew. Everybody laugh until Pickle turn into a cucumber. Then the devil shiver. Aye, aye. I don't know, Coach. I don't know, Coach Woods. No, Freya's definitely kind of taken over. The problem, okay. Freya is very dynamic and explosive and fun to watch. The problem is, a good Freya can absolutely take over a lobby and make it very unfun for the entire opposite team. Which, like, you know what? You know what? They are to be so powerful that it's literally just making it not fun for entire teams to play. Because that's, and I think part of the problem is, you know, perhaps feeling like there's not as much outplay. I'm not just sure what, I mean, I don't know, you can get rid of the 2-tap on Freya. Anyway, that's a conversation for another time. Sombra approach here out of 0907. 0907 went stairs side. Oh, we also had Arizona come in. Okay, so no more Buka. We're getting the debut of Arizona here in EMEA Master. Apologies, I didn't catch that before. I didn't catch that in the substitute phase.
I'm here.
We also had Volta sub back in for Pinker. Going back into the Lucio carry. Jazzy sounds to Volta. I mean, Ereus just like playing in front of the spawn door. This feels so pushed out. Okay, they are gonna back up. Looks like we will get one last clean fight here. Arizona pushes the diagonal approach. Conde coming out through main, trying to find an angle to get a double tap in. Has to settle for some shots onto the bubble. One is laid on the Lars, but not going to dissuade them too much. Texel so close to a Kitsune rush. And just going to immediately throw this on the point with Sleek already coming up with an advantage into this fight. Conde does have an ultimate. Running out of room to work, running out of real estate, running out of time. Sleek will move out to find that kill first. Point goes over to Ereus.
Next, Flashpoint ruins.
Ereus will get a good spawn here too. They should be able to hold this choke. Turbo Smooth into a Pharah. Slick cuts GCB out of the air, who was holding Blade, and Conde, who was holding Ultimate. In fact, I mean, everybody from 0907's holding Ultimates, actually. Aside from Turbo Smooth, who made that swap. Watching Tree versus Seeker was so sad. Tree was just running the whole lobby. I mean, that's just Tree. That's just Tree. I can verify, also a top-notch Pong player. Doki drops the Kitsune rush into this point. Texel does not have it to combo. We're going to get GCB with a Salvador. There's a lot of ultimates being thrown in here at the moment. Arizona with the Annihilation. Dono walling the door of the objective. And though we did get first cap from Ereus, they'll get cleaned up here. No 907 will get a swap. That's totally fair, Maddie. That's a, I mean, very fair point. Very fair point. The 0907 kind of losing control of this. Sleek has made this interesting. I swear they had this in the bag. And Sleek has enough sustain. I guess both DPS players were still here. It totally looked like 0907 had that one on lock. They fumble it, and Turbo Smooth gets popped. No touch here, and Ereus are looking in a different kind of form now. We're gonna get a fight here in market. And as both teams try to rotate to gardens. And it looked to be just a straight cooldown trade win. Where do these teams sit? I have these teams ranked at number 3 and number 4 in our power rankings, with Ereus was actually at number 3. Just one spot below the tier break, with Vision and Reds Esports being the number 1 and number 2 teams in my power rankings. But I literally have these teams at 3 and 4. Slake with first ultimate on this point. Oop. Turbo Smooth able to get out of dodge, but GCB not so lucky. Little dash through, finish on Takane. Dash into the air. I can't steal both of those kills. I have it Sleek racing for final blows. And Ereus are, oh my goodness, looking dominant. Kitsune rush thrown out from Texol to try to secure this reverse sweep. Ducky has one in response. Turbo Smooth is low, but is able to get that shielding back into this fight. So hasn't found a good solid spot to throw in this barrage. Does not have drift thrusters. It's going to be a stationary barrage. So Turbo Smooth actually opting off of drift thrusters or implosive concussion. Sleek gets the dash through. Volta's sound barrier is coming gone. Turbo Smooth is able to drop the barrage in. Interesting move. Fine, Sleek. Arizona is trying to primal on this point. Sleek saying something about hate crimes in chat. But Lars has the better primal range. Ereus will stomp out Suravasa. The reverse sweep is real. Ereus take the match. 3-2. Lars kisses the gold medal. And this is how we kick off Master Division. I was a little worried. I was a little worried in the beginning. 0907. I mean, I was like, man, did I underrate this team? Like, should I have had this team a couple notches higher in the power rankings? Just how dominant. 0907, we're looking in those opening 2 maps. But the turnaround, the comeback. Let's look at some stats from map 5. The Runasapi comeback. That was impeccable. Sleek is interesting. Played with him a while back on alternate, and he just has some insane mechanics and plays the game so different. It makes sense. You can see it. You can see it. First 2 maps were so ICAV and Texol could wake up. I mean, you're kind of not wrong. Like, Texol was kind of super quiet. Texol was kind of super... ICAV in particular, actually, was who I was thinking. ICAV was kind of quiet early on. And I was raving on ICAV coming into this, that, you know, that there was a hit scan that we would keep an eye on throughout this series, and was, in fact, I mean, particularly in map 1, does wake up a little bit more there on Kings. But we get into Runasapi, and then we start seeing some woohoo numbers. Lars truly, I mean, this tank matchup was so ridiculously close. 21-6. Let's just go down the board. 17-6. Okay, again, the dominance out of 0907. We talk about King Booga there in map 1. Right, 32-4. I mean, just dominance. But map 2, I mean, similar story, 30-6 over Lars on the other side. Lars didn't have the damage. But things got a lot more even as we went on. Lars turns it around. That was the big 30-5 on Runasapi. Almost deadlocked when we go into map 4. Map 4 was what? Was Watchpoint. And then headed into Suravasa. It was all Lars. 17-1. We saw Arizona make their EMEA debut. Tough debut. 4-6 there in their Ramatra. Lars taking over. They're on map 4. Map 5, rather. Good rotations, too. I love the adjustments. I mean, good. Yeah, we saw Jesper Swag on the Venture in the first map. I mean, had some impact, but the Venture immediately gets banned out. Sleek comes in and takes over. Speaking of, there's Sleek in chat. Thank you for streaming. You're very welcome. You were very welcome. I love watching y'all play. I love watching both of these teams. It was such a good match. Such a good match to get on here. Huge congrats on the dub. I mean, but GG's all around. Joe Sons, thank you for the follow, by the way. Massive GG's. Massive GG's. What a great match. I think I'd give Lars player of the match. Got targeted multiple times from the bans. I had to show a variety of different looks. You know, kind of going against the grain, pulling the hazard out there on map 5. I'd have to give Lars player of the match here today. I mean, it's so tough in this game, right? I mean, that's no good tank exists without 2 great supports backing them up. And clearly the DPS did their jobs today here as well.